Blessed love, do give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I. We glorify Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards Melchizedek in flesh. Honorable Marcus Garvey is worthy to be exalted in all doings and sayings. I am the Honorable Priest Isaac, priest of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, Church of Salvation, true divine salvation, which uphold and give thanks for the presence of the woman. Empress Menen is glorified in all her doings and sayings. All praises continually to the Ancient of Days. It is an honor again to be in the realms of the lion's den on the mystic vibration, as we definitely have for you a very uplifting and, of course, definitely educational presentation at this round. Now, first of all, many may be surprised to know that I personally am not an individual who specifically likes to engage in arguments, specifically arguments that have to do with the nature of God. And why that may surprise many is because I am known for actually posing challenges to individuals specifically concerning the concept of God, theology, religion, and what you may have. But in the depths of it, when we can consider this is not because there is some love of argument or there is some love to even bring up a fight that is within my heart. It is because I personally believe that the main thing within the life of an individual is that this individual, whether they be male or female, has a clear, crisp comprehension of who, or if you want to use the term for argument's sake, what God is. I think that is the key thing. And specifically that this individual now, knowing and comprehending the essence of God, must do all that is within their hearts to follow now this God that they have now come to comprehend. So even if an individual does not want to use the term God, I am sure that we all can come to some sort of comprehension that there is some force, if you want to use the term a nucleus, a point, a pivot point of life force energy, which all things that were created revolves around, because from this pivot point, this nucleus, this force, all of these creation was created by. This is what people refer to as God. So even if you do not want to use the term God or Lord or whatever it is, the main point is that there is an energy force that has all things in motion. There is some sort of power that keeps the planets in order and specifically in their perfect rotation and the way they revolve even around the sun and on their axis. And this life force has a specific order that every bird, every mammal, every fish, reptile, and amphibian must follow this specific path that this Creator has given to them in their own divine creation. The same thing can be said for human beings. But human beings, humans and mankind in general have fallen short, or I should say at this point, far from the glory of God, and very far from the order that the very same God intended man to walk. This is why when you observe the animals, the birds, the fishes, they all live in their true habitat in the sense of the instincts that they have. They follow it. So in other words, the bird eats what the bird was made to eat. The lion eats what the lion was made to eat. The tiger, the elephant, the whale, whatever it is, they eat what they were made by the Creator to eat. And this is why now you will observe these animals specifically are unlike human beings, because a bird sleeps when the bird is supposed to sleep. The very same bird wakes up before the sun rises. Even birds that fly around at night are still awake when the sun rises. But a human being, when he or she has a day off from work, you are sure to see them under the sheets even if it is 10 o'clock in the morning. My point is, human beings who are considered the intelligent animal has taken their intelligence to the point that they have totally turned their back on the Creator. So this is why animals, unless it is a natural part of their nature, do not commit suicide. Human beings, even as I'm speaking to you right now, at least, according to the stats, at least 900 people right now are trying to take their life in one form or the other, but yet still a goat. No matter how high the goat is on the Rocky Mountains, is not going to jump off and bawl Geronimo trying to break its neck. No bird is going to purposely fly into the hill trying to take its own life. Only human beings. But again, it is only human beings that are outside of the realms of God. They have totally forgotten the order of the Creator, yet still they all swear that when the Creator comes, He comes as one of them. So when you can understand all of this, in its true essence, human beings become homosexuals. This is not something that you see readily practiced again in the animal kingdom, because these animals are still in the realms that the Creator intended them to be. So this is why God is key. God is important. Whether you want to use the term God or not, whether you read the Bible or not, the Creator is key. And any man or woman who want to pretend as if there's no need for the higher force, whether it's out or within themselves, is some sort of a psychopath, because there is no life force unless you specifically can identify it within yourself and around you. And this is why I challenge, because the people need God. And this is not done to force anything upon anyone, but to bring to a realization who is the God within our presence. Now specifically, Emperor Haile Selassie I of Ethiopia, born the 23rd of July, specifically 1892. Now we could all comprehend that I have specifically brought forward the biblical land of Israel challenge. And this challenge is very key. As many would know, this year, 2011, is considered by the United Nations as the year for the people of African descent. And they are specifically highlighting racism and xenophobia and things of this nature. They're not specifically speaking of repatriation or reparation. None of these important key issues are on the table. But let me just show you before we go too far. The biblical land of Israel specifically as a theological concept clearly states that the true land of